Hey everyone, welcome back to Noni Plus, your go-to place for learning programming from scratch. So today we'll be diving into one of the most important building blocks of C# programming, which is the variables. So I believe you all must have viewed your first application, which is a Hello World application. And that is very interesting. So let's dive into what are variables. So variables are very important parts in C#. So first of all, what are variables? So what exactly are variables? Think of a variable like a container or a label box where you can store different kinds of information. Just like you keep your clothes in a suitcase or money in a wallet or money in a safe box. So just think of it like a variable is like a container or a box that is labeled where you can store different kinds of information. So why do we need variables in C Sharp? Or why do we need variables in designing an application? So imagine you want to store your name, your age, your account balance, or whether you're a student. We use variables to hold this data so the computer can work with it. Yeah, so very important. Imagine you want to store your name, your age, your account balance. So we use these variables to hold this data so that this computer can work with these variables. So now let's break down the different types of variable one by one. So first of all, we have the int variables. So the int, just like a whole number, so it's short for integer. I know most of you must have known what is integer. So integer is used to store whole number, no decimal, no fraction, just whole number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 1 over 2, not 2.5, not 3.7, not 2 over 5, no, just whole number. So how old are you? 21. That is an integer. Number of books, 5 or 7. That is an integer too. It's like saying I have 3 siblings. You can't say I have 3.5 siblings or 3.5 siblings. I have 3 siblings. So that is an integer too. So let's go to the second example of or second types of variables. So we have the string. The string. So the strings are variables that are used to store text information. So anything with letters, words, or even full sentences can be stored in a string. So your name is a string, like my name is Stanley also is a string. Your city, Ikeja, Lagos is a string too. So string are always written inside double quotes. So whenever I want to write a string, you write it inside a double quote, like hello world should be inside a double quote, like Stanley also should be inside a double quote. So the third one is a bool. A bool is a condition, true or false, just like asking a question. So so this one is like a fun bool, which means boolean in full, stores only two values, true or false. Like for example, is the light on? True. That is a boolean. Have you paid your school fees? True or false? False. Are you a student here? Yes, I'm a student. True, I'm a student. So either you say yes or no, like a light switch, on or off. Just like you're on a light switch, on or off. So you just store two values, either true or false. Let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one is a decimal, double variables that are used to store decimal numbers. So this is used for numbers with decimal point. Like I initially say, integer are used to store whole number, not decimal. So we have a variables called double that are used to store decimal number, like 3.5 or 10.75. Like example, let's say your height might be 1.75 meter, or the distance from your house to the mall or to the market might be 4.2 kilometers. So that's where you use a double. So there are examples. So I'll just give you like the two examples of how you are able to store double. Then the next is called decimal. So decimal and double, they are almost the same thing, but if you want to get a correct precision, you use a decimal. Money, if you are storing money, you use a decimal. Like the bank application, they use decimal to store. our value, store our money. So they can't send you, maybe if you have like a balance of 375,200 naira 54 kobo. So they don't leave any, they don't approximate your money. So they give you the correct figures that is available in your balance. So they use decimal to store our money or store our value. So decimal is like dealing with money. That is where decimal comes in, just like a double, but more accurate for money. So if your account balance is like I earlier said, so you don't have the computer to round it up, so you just use decimal. So anytime you're dealing with prices, salaries, or money, anything you have to do with money, you have to change it or you have to choose decimal. Then the last one we have here is the character. That is character, storing single character. So that means a single character, just one letter, number, or symbol. Example, your grade in school might be A, might be B, might be C, might be D, might be E. So that is the character. So storing a single character, like first letter of your name, N, that is a character. So write character inside a single code. Like I earlier said, like if you are storing a string, you store it inside a double quote. But if you are storing a character, single character, please don't forget, if you are storing single character, like A, B, C to Z, you use character as a variable. So it's like storing this, you store it inside a single quote. Yeah, so basically let me just show you a graphical image of what I'm talking about. So you can see the int, you can see the age, you can see int age is equals to 25. So the int here is the data type, the age is a variable name, the value that is 25 is the value. So let's go string name. You can see the string. The string is the data type. The name is a variable name, and the so is the value. So this is an example. You can see. Let's go double temperature stores decimal number. Let's go again. We have a student. Data type is bool, true or false. Are you a student? Yes or no. Temperature double. The value is 36.5. So this like a graphical representation of to understand what variables are. So awesome. Now you have understand the basic type of variables in C Sharp. Each one has a specific role, just like tools in a toolbox, just like you storing your money in a safe, just like you putting your money in a wallet. So next video, we will learn how to use these variables in actual C Sharp code using Visual Studio. But first of all, make sure you understand these types in real life. Try to look around, asking yourself questions. Is this thing an integer? Is this thing a string? Is this thing a boolean? Is this thing a character or a decimal or a double? Just ask yourself, just think like a programmer. That is how you start thinking like a programmer and applying applying what you see in the environment to your computer. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss the next class. And remember, at Money Plus, we are helping you become a confident software developer from scratch. Help you. So have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.